Oh, they're not happy about this one as we continue to see the circle shift north towards Junkyard. 19 Esports losing one player early, looking to put the pain in towards Passion Fruit and make this push fruitless. Nice little rotation from Sleepless, though, just barely dodging that nade, as it looks like the rest of the team is going to try and come in here. Close range fight in and around the smokes, trying to find the angles of sightlines. Watcher to sit in the vehicle. Steve-O on the outside. Can they find the shots? Looking to get the angle there, and no! Steve-O drops. Great play from Carnage. Bumping into each other in the smoke, though. Xenox drops. Watcho is still alive. Finally goes down, but the blue is here, and they will all be destroyed. Mutually assured destruction out here in the blue.
Watcho with the drop shot fake out right there, definitely catching them off guard. And honestly, the reposition from the two squad mates from Passion Fruit might have been the play right here, because they're not going to be taking any blue zone damage. Meanwhile, 19E cannot say the same.
And we do see the unnamed come in as well to actually pick up some of those kill points. So looking to scoop them right out from underneath, taking advantage of the chaos, as IM is eliminated as well. They didn't have enough to make it into the next circle. B4 was there as well as Bocas Juniors. So, all right. This next circle, Dave, only INTZ really having a presence here. Everybody else has got to push their way in. It actually kind of levels the playing field for a lot of these squads. So I can't say that I even hate it.
Ooh, hey, you know what else I don't hate is getting into some of this action over here. Boca Juniors trying to make the push up onto B4, but getting third party from behind from Furious Gaming. Dudu, smoke in hand, 2 kills already underneath their belt here. Trying to get as much intel as possible to make this collapse on, it looks like the last remaining member of Boca Juniors.
Great nade. Continue to put the pressure up there. 3 kills though for them, so not a totally uneventful name. As B4 is looking towards the other team that could give them trouble, of course, it's the unnamed looking to cross the road. Not really having the resources to do this, so only one lonely smoke out there to try and provide them some cover. Not nearly enough, as the 2 players there are just trying to make their way in towards this next zone. All 4 members of B4 up, and Dave, we talked about it before. This is a map that they tend to excel on, and I'm going to be honest, they're showing us why.
Amboy is known for throwing the most grenades from the unnamed when we look back at Pmpl NA. Looking to connect already with the kills on their squad. 3 so far. Sleepless, grenade, ready to go. Behind this boulder, needs to make sure not to get poked from behind, but the unnamed, they need to make a play. They need to get the position right here. They're playing extremely passive this game.
I mean, they only have 2 players left. I can't really say that I blame them, but you're absolutely right. At some point, they're going to have to make the decisive move, which is the same position these 2 squads are in here. They're on the very edge of this next circle. We look towards Furious Gaming and Lazarus, of course, who have the chicken dinner under their belt, but are looking to add to the tally with all 4 players still up and alive. Fate creeping, crawling over the high ground here, looking to find the opening knock. Can't quite do it, Dave. That would have been huge.
Creeping and crawling, I like that one. And last game, they had a huge advantage when it comes to positioning. Now, they need to grab the bull by the horns in a 4v4. And as soon as they pop over that hill, that ledge, B4 trying to third party the fight. So it's going to be a very challenging, risky battle.
That's what I was worried about. That was what that oh no was. We're seeing B4 up there from behind as well. Great down there, though. That's going to slow them down. That's going to give FG a little bit more time to work with. As 19 Esports is also finally getting eliminated, but all of these teams have to move. INTZ, the only squad with the zone. They have been camped up dead center. It's been paying off. As Vito actually goes down to the blue, this is huge. B4 looking to fall apart at the seams right now. All of these teams have to make a play. They've got to make the call. What are they going to do? Somebody's got to go first in this game of life or death chicken.
Yeah, and it looks like B4 repositioning at least what they have left. And we do have that smoke wall, that soft cover right between Furious Gaming and Lazarus. Both teams looking to reposition into the zone instead of taking this battle, or at least that's what Stag said from Furious, is Lazarus making the collapse right on top of them.
And just like that, FG is falling apart. One player was able to rotate in, but Lazarus winning basically every single fight. It doesn't even matter. And just like that, the NA team steps up big time and just absolutely decimates them. Make me wondering, why could you guys have done that sooner? Because now you got to worry about rotating, and you don't have a ton of time.
Points on top of points, baby. That's all that matters. 9 teams to go. They got a couple kills underneath their belt, but Alpha 7, 3 strong still. That's something that definitely worries me. Late game, this team, they're good. All right, I'm just going to put it on that. They are good. They got the communication, and they make those plays happen in these close combat situations. Right now, taking the fight to Team Queso.
Ooh, they are indeed. TQ at least making it here, which is not success they've even had so far up until this point. But oh no, teams are going out left and right. Team Queso taking fire from all directions as Alpha 7's looking to put them in the ground. The unnamed going to join them as Marco, the last one up and alive, looking to just try and get out and stay alive. Not looking so hot though. Carrillo!
What?
3,
what?
2, 1, and done.
Okay. Thanks for the McLaren. That's exactly what Alpha 7 needed right here in this situation. Now, Alpha 7, they could play this ridge for some time. Third party, possibly Lazarus and B4. But INTZ, this whole time, everybody's been fighting. They've been in the safety and comfort of their buildings.
And now they have to try and venture out into the cruel, and let's be honest, dangerous world that is this late game. Miramar Circle 6 isn't exactly a friendly place to be, but they've kept all 4 players alive and still managed to rack up 4 kills for it as well, so props to them. B4 up there at the high ground.
What? Did Scream just take out B4? The solo from Boca Juniors.
What?
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes.
What? Oh my goodness, and just like that, they're gonna go down as well. And Alpha 7's getting kills on the screen too. Lazarus is eliminated. What just happened in an instant? We just Thanos-snapped this server in half. They are gone. And just like that, 2 teams left and alive. It is Alpha 7, it is INTZ in a 2v4. The Swagwins looking to make it a little bit closer.
Or V2 right now, looking at INTZ, it reminds me of my mom telling me to go play outside with your friends, and INTZ, they're like, nah, I don't want to go outside. Not today. Well, they're going to be forced to, and yes, Alpha 7 only have a duo up, but they are popping off this game, so they're feeling themselves.
I mean, that's the perks of playing PUBG Mobile. You can take the game with you, Dave. It's not like the old days. Hey, as we're seeing the push up towards the high ground, theoretically, this should favor Alpha 7 from a positional advantage, but a 2v4 goes a long way, especially when you got those SMGs in hands. Great nades, though, coming in. 1 key knock at the right time could be huge here, especially because look at the circle, Dave. It actually favors A7.
Yeah, they're playing this one nice and smart. They're using their utility, trying to inflict as much damage as possible without overextending and peeking with those grenades, and then right there, Duck, playing Duck, Duck, Goose, getting caught off guard. Hey, INTZ, we see the smokes, but it's not helping you. Oh, that one was close. That crate definitely blocking that splash damage. The 4v2 turning into a 3v2 right now, as INTZ, they still have the numbers advantage, but they need to play this one smart.
Setting up a little bit of smoke to do well. You can hear the footsteps now. Carrillo trying to track them. You can see him. He's following them through footsteps alone. Priming the nade goes in. Not cooked quite right. Goes a little bit high and wide. I'm looking for that last player from INTZ to find a potential off angle, but I mean, Carrillo, he's looking hot. Already finding the first kill here. But we're seeing Nedos just trying to find this opening pickup. The smoke is there to continue to create some soft cover like you mentioned before. It's all going to come down to this. Swagwin with the back angle. Dave, this is going to be huge.
Yeah, Swagwin right now with the game-winning position if they take the dub, honestly.
It's all gonna come down to INTZ. How much of themselves do they expose? They know where Carrillo is. He's giving his position away, but there's the angle like we talk about. It's a 2v2. It all comes down to this. Carrillo taking some damage, trying to find the outside angle there, looking to try and confirm the kills. Is Swag when the push is coming up. They know they're limited. And on the outside, on the other side, INTZ is there as well, looking to try and trade back, but Carrillo continuing to put in the work. And just like that, what was a 4v2 is now a 2v1.
Yeah, Swagwin, their pan blocked at least one bullet from Neto right here from the Yogg. That was huge. Neto, they threw their pan just a couple moments ago, so they're not going to have that butt protection just in case the bullet does hit you. And Alpha 7 now making the collapse, looking to get this winner wear chicken dinner.
Oh my goodness, this team from Brazil looking to step up in a big way. Put this chicken dinner on the board for them in a 2v1, but it's not over yet. Neto looking to try and find the angle, looking to try and find this opening knock. Intel is still being relayed. no longer. And that's just it. The 1v1 is taken. Are you kidding me? Swagwin just 2 clean. Winner chicken dinner to Alpha 7. Wow, what a finish to that game. Dave, we went from, I think I know what's going on, to I have absolutely no clue.
That's not what we've seen here tonight from 19E. They're always kind of straggling on the outskirts, but let's check out the replay.
Let's do indeed, and I hope we end up seeing that Boca Junior flank there at the end that took out B4, because they were the team I really had my eyes on, because they ended up making it to the late game pretty darn solid there. We saw some early game scraps, I think more than I was even expecting, in fact, but INTZ, they sort of got in the center position, they picked themselves up a couple of kills, and then they just held on. They really didn't have to move much and ended up paying off pretty darn well for them, almost closing out the chicken dinner here. But this was the disaster send, Dave. This was the Knights just not respecting that there could be opponents there and getting absolutely punished for it.
Yeah, they're like, hey, Coops, there's a team here. We advise you to not come over here. But this fight was long and drawn out. Both teams, at the end of the day, the best case scenario, they spent so much time over here that the blue zone actually ended up going on top of them, and it just kind of sandwiches them out from the next zone. So you got to kind of focus on those kill points. That's really all you could do in this situation. And Poppy almost coming out on top when they were facing that, what was it, 1v3? Because they were able to get the full reset over here.
They were indeed. I mean, I honestly just felt like not having the armor, not having the ammo maybe was a big factor there for them. And unfortunate to see is this push from 19 Esports was so interesting. It was absolute bedlam in the smoke. That drop shot from Wacho could have been the massive difference maker there. But in the end, Carnage barely able to get the win, and then everybody dies.
Yeah, I know that fight was in the blue, but I can only imagine if Passion Fruit, if they committed all 4 members to kind of take that fight instead of leaving 2 behind while 2 other Passion Fruit members reposition into a circle. I don't know, maybe a communication thing going on right now. Maybe that pressure is getting to them, but we know that they have that gun power, that fragging ability. We just need to see them work together here.
I do indeed, because we're seeing the teams that are really grouping up more, at least so far, Dave, are having just a little bit better success. Still able to send one player out and do some scouting, but having that core group together, that 3, is just doing so much work. The buddy system, not quite paying off as well today, as we're seeing these really good, just all-in 4-on-4 fights. And A7, the way they use their terrain, Dave, absolutely stellar. Look at the way they're, dodging and diving over that, just over that top.
What a turnaround, honestly. Having 2 alive against 4, if you would have asked me, like, who comes out on top, you have to say the 4